I feel grateful to Austin. I mean, like it's allowed me to, without a degree or certain pedigrees, build something that I think is valuable, and I think many people do. I think that it's supported us and gotten us this far along in the process of being able to do the programs we've done over the years and buy property and get to a pretty established place, and eventually, that the hope is that we become sort of, a mid-tier, established institution. And that's been a really long journey, and it's been really arduous and difficult. And obviously, like the challenges of this place becoming super unaffordable and very difficult. Its audience-ship, not necessarily maybe being what you would want it to be for the contemporary arts has been challenging, but like I think it's better than it was when we started. When we started Home Project in 2005, it was like there was 15 people total, like ever, right? And now you have this this breadth of support from all kinds of folks and the general public. There's more interest and there's more market in some senses, and I think that we're like on a good path, but we're like butting up against the obviously like.
I feel like it's a race.
It's definitely a fucking race. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a race.
To get established and achieve before it becomes unattainable.
Yeah.
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 But in the same breath, you were like, you were telling me how so much affection that you feel for Austin and for the artists here, especially a lot of artists that came out of UT with you, and how that was one reason that you wanted to do the shed here, and that you didn't want to go off to a bigger city or somewhere else or a different experience, that you like were really vibing on Austin after you graduated, and you're like, I want to do something here.
Totally, yeah. And I mean, again, and maybe Emily can speak to this as well, like, a big part of it is so much out of our hands. A landlord can wake up tomorrow and be like, I had enough of this.
Right.
You guys are too loud, things goes on for too long. Like, he could be like, I don't want any more shed shows in my space. Or like, I want to store my tractor in this shed. Like, he could say that, and there's nothing that Greg and I could do.
Anything.
Nope, be like, okay. So the big part of it is in terms of flexibility, it's not that we're like, oh yeah, we're so flexible. It's because, again, we have to be.
Right.
We have no choice but to be flexible. I just love all of like the work that my homies make. Everyone is an amazing artist. I love supporting my friends to see their vision, and I know Greg feels the same way.
To see it flourish.
Yeah. But in terms of like, again, this thing being forever, I think shed shows will be forever. Like, maybe in difference. Shed shows forever. Catherine and I just bought, we bought a little casita in Valentine, Texas.
Amazing.
That's like in the middle of
cool.
nowhere.
I never
And guess what?
that.
That's our land, and we own that. We're totally building a shed.
Shed.
It's gonna be a little hello to Marfa.
There you go. Yeah. So stay tuned for a shed. Emily, what do you think?
So I think that the reason that I felt called to stick around in Austin, I went to school at UT as well and stuck around, and I think a lot of what fuels the energy to do all of a sudden is the way that I perceive what problems there are, and the fact that I feel like incited to do something about them. I think because I was on the receiving end of those issues.
So response to those challenges.
I suspect.
Yeah, of course.
I don't have an MFA. I went to UT as an undergrad and very much felt, I was in love with so many of the spaces that were showing work, but I also felt this totally impenetrable wall between, all of the amazing work that undergrads and grad students at UT were making, and then what I was seeing around town. There was like this major dissonance, and I was confused about, why all of these amazing artists didn't feel like their stuff was amazing.